Absolutely unbelievable. Beyond imagination. Get ready for a new challenge where giant excavators are fighting in a harsh environment. Hauling logs in the mountains has never been simple. Every meter of road hides obstacles, from steep inclines to slick, mud-soaked terrain. When the loaded timber truck sinks deep, its wheels spinning helplessly, an excavator with a powerful hydraulic arm immediately moves into action. Each solid push and every precise lift helps the heavy vehicle slowly inch its way out of the mire. Amid the thunderous roar of engines and mud spraying in every direction, the recovery turns into a heart-pounding spectacle. Join me as we follow the intense effort to bring these transport giants safely back onto solid ground. At the formal launch event, the large-scale crane is introduced as the heart of the project, ready to take on the critical task of assembling the tunnel boring machine for the regional tunnel development. Its boom rises high into the vast open space as components weighing tens of tons are lifted with precision and carefully joined together. The deep hum of the engine blends with the applause of invited guests, marking an impressive beginning to an ambitious infrastructure project. The road slowly takes on a new surface as hot asphalt pours down from the truck's bed. Behind it, the bulldozer advances at a steady pace, its blade guiding the material while the roller compacts each layer firmly into place, smoothing the roadway. The hum of engines blends with the sharp scent of heated asphalt filling the air, marking a paving process that unfolds in a steady, coordinated, and visually striking rhythm. Next comes a close-up of a modified truck equipped with a winch, straining against the thick, mud-choked road. The overloaded bed forces the chassis to sag low, the wheels spinning wildly, flinging mud in every direction but failing to gain any forward ground. The winch cable tightens and trembles under immense pressure as the engine roars at full throttle. With every rotation of the drum, the steel line cinches tighter, dragging the truck forward inch by inch amid the sharp whine of metal and the spray of flying mud, creating a moment that is both nerve-wracking and intensely dramatic.
Vou assistir caminhão que vai vir puxar o outro. Esse aqui de baixo ele não tá bloqueando.
On a slope that feels almost vertical, tightening the tow cable becomes the decisive moment. The Scania recovery truck slowly reverses, its tires pressing deep into the soft ground to build momentum and achieve the perfect tension in the steel line. Once the cable is stretched tight as a drawn string, the engines roar in unison, channeling all the pulling force into a single point. Inch by inch, the two timber-laden giants, each weighing tens of tons, begin to crawl uphill. Their wheels spin wildly in the mud, but the determination to conquer the incline never wavers. On a slick mountain road after the rain, the truck struggles uphill under grueling conditions. The wheels spin aggressively but keep slipping on the muddy soil and loose gravel, while the engine growls under heavy strain. Every meter gained demands immense effort, as the driver grips the steering wheel tightly and carefully modulates the throttle to maintain traction. The tense atmosphere leaves onlookers holding their breath, captivated by the truck's arduous climb.
Agora foi. Subi. Ai, 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 pesou. Filha, é por causa disso. Aí a polícia tava tentando organizar, né?
Tá o caminhão atolado, mas agora já chegou o apoio, mas eu acho que vai dar certo aqui tirar.
When a material hauling truck becomes stuck in deep mud, a tractor can turn into an effective lifesaver if the recovery is carried out properly. First, assess how deeply the truck is embedded and choose the safest pulling direction. A specialized tow cable should be securely attached to the truck's frame. Then, the tractor gradually applies throttle while the truck driver lightly accelerates in coordination. With steady pulling force and smooth teamwork between both operators, the stranded vehicle can slowly work its way free from the muddy trap in a safe and controlled manner. The oversized truck, equipped with a staggering total of 472 tires, appears like a colossal monster on the road. Hundreds of wheels are arranged in long, continuous rows, moving in synchronized rhythm, creating a scene that is both overwhelming and intensely dramatic. As the massive vehicle slowly rolls forward, the ground seems to tremble slightly beneath it. The thunderous sound of rubber grinding against the surface echoes through the air, leaving onlookers stunned by the sheer scale and astonishing power of such an extraordinary machine. A fuel tanker skids off the roadway and plunges down a steep embankment, left hanging precariously in treacherous terrain. Rescue crews quickly dispatch a heavy-duty crane to the scene. A steel cable is lowered and carefully secured to the truck's frame with calculated precision. As the crane's engine roars to life, the cable tightens, gradually pulling the massive vehicle away from the edge of the ravine. Every centimeter of lift is filled with tension until at last, the tanker is safely brought back onto solid ground.
Muatan 48 kubik.
Amid the vast forests of Kalimantan, logging trucks and heavy equipment haul freshly cut timber through the wilderness. The muddy forest roads swallow the tires whole, their slick, unstable surfaces turning every single meter into a hard-fought challenge. This is more than just a timber transport operation. It's a story of determination and resilience, where humans and machines push against the forces of nature, carving new limits deep within the untamed heart of the jungle. The power of the Hyundai Trago 520 with its automatic transmission is unmistakable in the deep roar of the engine and the strong pulling force as it begins its uphill climb. Yet on long, slick inclines, even this 520 horsepower machine faces serious challenges. The automatic gearbox constantly shifts to keep the RPM steady, while the tires occasionally lose traction, forcing the driver to modulate the throttle with great finesse. It's a clear reminder that no matter how impressive the power output may be, harsh terrain will always put both machine and driver to the ultimate test. In the middle of a waterlogged field, the heavy Swaraj harvester sinks deep into thick, sticky mud, its tracks spinning furiously, doing nothing but splattering sludge in every direction. To rescue it, A John Deere tractor and a Mahindra tractor are brought in to assist. A steel cable is firmly secured to the chassis, tightening under immense strain. As the engines roar in unison, both tractors pour out their full power, their tires biting deep into the mud for traction. The cable trembles violently before going taut, stretched to its limit. Inch by inch, the stranded Swaraj harvester begins to rise from the muddy trap, the dramatic recovery unfolding with raw mechanical force. The heavily loaded truck sinks deep into a field of thick mud, its wheels spinning wildly and doing nothing but spraying soil in every direction. Facing the difficult situation, a Massey Ferguson 155 is brought in to assist. The tow cable is secured tightly, engines roar, and each throttle surge delivers powerful pulling force. After several tense, jolting tugs, the truck slowly begins to climb out of the rut, leaving behind deep tire tracks carved into the muddy field. The oversized transport convoy moves slowly through the small village of Swanee, carrying a massive wind turbine blade. Stretching dozens of meters in length, the blade curves gracefully, occupying nearly the entire tight bend between the village's quiet homes. Onlookers watch in amazement as every centimeter of the maneuver is calculated with extreme care. The low rumble of engines blends with precise coordination signals, creating a moment that is both tense and awe-inspiring, set against the peaceful backdrop of the countryside. Charging into the mud pits of the BR 319 is truly a heart-stopping moment. The truck floors the accelerator, determined to power through what seems like an endless stretch of sludge. But after just a few meters, the tires are swallowed whole by the thick, unforgiving mud. The engine roars, mud sprays in every direction, and the entire frame strains in a desperate attempt to break free from nature's harsh trap. Yet the harder it pushes forward, the deeper the wheels sink, turning the situation into a dramatic immobilization on one of the most challenging roads imaginable. Amid the noise and swirling dust of the job site, the excavator operates at full capacity, its boom extending outward, then dropping decisively. Each bucket, packed with sand and gravel, is emptied neatly into the truck bed, sending sharp echoes through the air. In just about 3 minutes, the truck is fully loaded, ready to pull away as engines roar and the fast-paced rhythm of work continues without pause. An unexpected accident at the well drilling site quickly turned the scene into chaos. Without delay, the Hydra tugboat was dispatched to the location, maneuvering in close to escort the affected vehicle out of the danger zone. The roar of its powerful engines echoed through the tense atmosphere, marking a swift and dramatic rescue operation carried out just in time. On the treacherous hairpin bends of Babuser Pass, the truck suddenly becomes stuck in the middle of a sharp turn. The rear wheels edge dangerously close to the narrow roadside, while the cab must pivot inch by inch to avoid the sheer rock face towering above. The engine growls under strain as the driver grips the steering wheel tightly, adjusting every centimeter with precision. On one side, a deep ravine. On the other, a vertical wall of stone. The moment leaves onlookers breathless, confronted with the unforgiving challenge of this legendary mountain pass. On the massive job site, the Terex O&M KRH 200 towers like a steel building, its boom rising high before descending with commanding force. Each bucket, carrying tens of tons of rock and earth, is precisely dumped into the bed of a Caterpillar 789 operated by Banks Brothers. Engines roar and dust swirls thick through the air, creating a majestic and powerful scene that captures the raw intensity of large-scale mining operations. The relocation of heavy giants, such as the Caterpillar D9T, Liebherr R974, and Liebherr R954 operated by Soteritis, is impressive not only because of their massive size, but also due to their remarkable engine power. The D9T delivers approximately 410 horsepower, generating tremendous pushing force for demanding heavy-duty, dozing operations. Meanwhile, the R974 and R954 are equipped with powerful engines ranging from over 300 to nearly 450 horsepower, ensuring deep digging capability, high torque output, and stable performance even under extreme working conditions.